Hi, this is Mary. I just want to show you a couple of basic things, how to prepare your fabric before you sew. In case you never learned from your mom or your grandmother, whoever taught you, there's some things the patterns never tell you, and it makes a big difference in how your garment turns out. So, number one, wash your fabric as you would the garment. So I'm going to wash a cotton dress in warm or cold water, so that's how I'm going to wash the fabric. I'm going to put it in the dryer because eventually the garment will go into the dryer. Remember, it's the dryer that shrinks your clothes, not the washer machine, because it's the moisture and the heat that shrinks the cotton fibers and other fibers as well, but your natural fibers, it's the steam that does it. So you've washed it, you've dried it in the dryer, or however you're going to take care of the garment, and then you're going to iron it out with the highest temperature that you can that's safe for your fabric content, and you're going to use a lot of steam. And if your iron isn't good at steaming, and even if your iron is, get a mister bottle, mist your fabric, and iron it. Create some more steam. It takes care of the shrinkage, because once you sew it, you don't want your fabric shrinking. It'll ruin your garment. It'll look awful. So this fabric in particular, if you can see, it has a nap. You might see this on the pattern. If your fabric, the fabric you're using has a nap, you buy extra yardage. Well, what is a nap? A nap is a one-way design, and in this you can see all the birds, or all their feet are down at this end. They always go up. So any piece of the garment that I sew, I want the bird's feet to be down, pointing towards my feet. So it has a nap. I have to make sure the top of every pattern piece is facing the top of my fabric, and the bottom of every pattern piece is toward the bottom of this design. So that's a nap. But a nap can also be on a fabric that the pattern, the design itself, has no nap. It's a design that can go either way. But this is a corduroy, and you've seen corduroy pants. You brush it up one way, it's kind of darker. You brush it the other way, and it's lighter. So make sure when you have corduroy that the smoother, when you brush down and it's very smooth, that's the top. And when you can feel the roughness when you go up. That's going the wrong way on the fabric. On corduroy, you always want the smooth to go down. It has to do with the light. The light will show on your garment if it's pieces upside down or not. And then this is, of course, is a fabric with no nap. The design can go either way. I could cut pattern pieces upside down. As long as I follow the grain line, you'll never know. So one quick other thing, after you've got to get your pattern pieces out to cut them out, and you're going to line up your selvages. The selvage is where it's not raveling, it's on the bolt, comes off the loom that way when they weave the fabric. This is the cut edge, where in the store they've cut it off the bolt for you. The selvage is the length of the fabric. You're going to line up your selvages, because most patterns call for you to line up selvages in order to cut it out. And you want to make sure that it's smooth. Sometimes you'll get it and there'll be a large, you can't get it really smooth. Even though you've lined up the cut edges, it'll kind of have this sideways wrinkle. It's because it's not on grain. You're just going to smooth it out, smooth it out, smooth it out, smooth it out. Your cut edges may or may not line up. That's just how it is sometimes. So don't worry about your cut edges lining up. It's your selvage edges that you want to line up perfectly. And that will get you on the way to making a good garment. You got to start with doing it right, or you're going to have mistake upon mistake and it won't look right. Hope that's helped. Thanks for watching.